Welcome, Sagittarius, to your weekly reading. This is for the 8th to the 15th of December. We are going to go ahead and see all the possible energies and messages coming through for you for this week. Sagittarius, I'm going to start off by looking at the possible energy beginning the week. We'll then take a look at your possible challenges, if any. Thirdly, we'll look at messages and advice from Spirit. We'll then move on to your unexpected blessing coming through this week. And finally, the possible outcome of the week. Sagittarius, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Sagittarius, at the beginning of this week, we see something very positive happening for you. What we see, Sagittarius, is that there has been something going on around you that you have felt as though you're the only one that has stood up for this or cared about this. It could be something that involved more than one person. So it could be something, say, going on within your family, and you had a very different opinion or a different thought to the people around you. Or it just could be that you had a belief in something and nobody around you seemed to buy into it, my dear Sagittarius. It was as though you were standing alone, really doing your utmost to hold your ground. And as you can imagine, Sagittarius, this could come through anywhere. It could be something like your whole family really want to move and sell the family home, and you feel very strongly that the family home should be kept and perhaps just rented out for the moment. There's just this energy of you standing alone, but you're standing strong. What I do love to see here, Sagittarius, we do see that this energy of people not agreeing with you, people trying to convince you otherwise, people perhaps even putting down your idea or suggestion, alleviates completely. And I now feel that you are in a much easier time where you can now actually take your idea, your concept, whatever it is, and put it into action. All that energy against you, pushing against you, alleviates. Perhaps, Sagittarius, people come around, they see your point of view, they start agreeing with you, and so this whole energy of you standing alone against the crowd releases, and you can let go of this because it all naturally sorts itself out. Under your possible challenges, we have Seven of Cups and the Moon. And Sagittarius, what I see here is that there is a particular dream that you've got that hasn't manifested. And perhaps you really wanted this to come about. And so far as we head towards the end of the year, nothing has come about. And the moon is coming in, letting me know that many of my Sagittarians are extremely disappointed. So much so, Sagittarius, that you might be thinking of throwing in the towel, giving up. There could be this feeling of, if it hasn't happened by now, it's never going to happen. What I do see here, Sagittarius, is that if this particular dream still holds a lot of meaning for you, you would still really like this to come about. You're being told, my dear Sagittarius, that you might just have to tweak your dream in some way, that it has a little bit of a twist or a change, but it still has the core impact to allow it to come in. Perhaps, Sagittarius, you have your mind set on one particular way that this dream can manifest, and you're not giving other possibilities a chance to come in. So, what I'm seeing here is that with the moon energy, perhaps you're just going to have to let go of that tight, fixed hold you have of this dream and give it a chance to come in, perhaps in a different way or in a different form. I will give you a very simple example. If you, my dear Sagittarius, have got your heart set on living in a certain neighborhood, in a certain kind of home, and this is what your dream is, and you've held this dream for the longest time, but perhaps there is something with regards to the dream that is preventing it from coming about. Say in this particular neighborhood, the houses that you are looking at are just out of your price bracket, and you cannot find a house that you really like in the neighborhood. The moon energy is telling us, look at a variation. Perhaps there is a wonderful apartment in this neighborhood. So yes, you don't get everything that you wanted, but perhaps, my dear Sagittarius, by looking at an apartment, you will get other pluses that you never thought of. It could be the security, it's a lock up and go. You could have an incredible view with a wonderful breeze that comes through nearly every day of the year. Look at a variation of your dream, because I do believe if you do that, this dream still is very viable and possible. Let's move on now and see what Spirit would like to share with you. And we have Seven of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. Now, Sagittarius, Spirit has a very interesting message for you. And this is not going to resonate with everybody. But you could be in some kind of group environment. And for me, Three of Pentacles here is representing a group that is probably not your family. So this could be your friendship circle, this could be your colleagues at work, this could be the people at your book club, your cycling club. It's people you engage with regularly. Now, with Seven of Swords here, Spirit wants you to be very aware of what you share with this group. Don't tell them everything that's going on in your life right now, Sagittarius. There could be one or two people in the group who could have some kind of jealousy towards you. There could be a gossip. So Spirit is saying, if there is something going on in your life that is very important to you, that is something that is close to your heart, don't speak about it to this particular group. Let whatever this is for you grow, manifest, and come about, and then you can share it. But for now, be quiet, my dear Sagittarius. Spirit doesn't want anybody to come in and rain on your parade in any way. So say, for example, you are now in negotiation for that dream home and you are extremely excited about it, but it is not signed, sealed, and delivered. Wait. Wait until everything is completed before you share it with this group of people. Let's move on and see what the Hierophant and the Tower are all about, and we're looking at your unexpected blessing. Now, Sagittarius, this is a very big message. We've got two major arcana cards coming through here. And the Tower here is telling me something is going to come in this week with the energy of the Tower. It's going to be big, it's going to be dramatic, and it's going to cause some upheaval. But Sagittarius, it's upheaval in the best possible way. Because what this Tower does, it brings you straight into the energy of the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is telling us beautifully and simply, as above, so below. What you have put up above in terms of your prayers, your wishes, your dreams, what you have been focusing on, and it could have something to do with what we saw over here. Something is coming about, my dear Sagittarius. It could be, Sagittarius, that you make a small change or two with regards to this dream, and before you know it, something suddenly becomes possible. Or this could be another dream totally. But we do see that whatever you have been really working on in terms of your spiritual work, whatever you have been visualizing, journaling, doing those meditations, my gosh, Sagittarius, please expect something big and dramatic to happen. So much so that it will take your breath away, it will leave you overwhelmed, but once the dust has settled, you are going to be left with seeing something so important to you now becoming a reality. At the end of the week, with Seven of Pentacles here, what we do see, Sagittarius, is that you are going to take some time just to review everything that has taken place this week. And we do see a lot of big, strong, dramatic energy. And I think you're going to be quite amazed at how much can happen in a week. I think you're saying this week would be what a difference a week makes. And then, my dear Sagittarius, we see you left in the energy of our Page of Swords. Now, it doesn't matter if you're masculine or feminine, it's the energy of Page of Swords I'm speaking about. And the Page of Swords here is a young, youthful energy, excited about the future, filled with plans and ideas. There's almost this energy of an adventurer. I don't know what the future holds, but I am excited to see where it takes me. An exciting and an event-packed week coming up for you. Let's go ahead now and get a message from your angels for the week. It's up to you. My dear Sagittarius, when your angels come through with the message, it's up to you. They're letting you know that the end result of what we have seen and spoken about is entirely in your hands. You can affect the outcome by taking a proactive approach to solving any challenges. Stand in your power. Have confidence that you have what it takes to bring about a happy ending. That's all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you the most wonderful week, and I am sending you all so much love.